Just want to mention that I have a specific little portion playlist on my channel. I've got now probably 17 or 18 videos on this mower. It's hard to put all the content into one video as people watch one video and they comment negatively about something that I didn't cover. Well, it would take 2 or 3 hours to put everything into one video. So I have now a complete playlist, and you can go check out all the videos. Immediately, the first day I got this mower and I unboxed it, I've been trying it out and seeing the features and talking about everything I like and I dislike and comparing it to my Toro Max and what I like and what I dislike. And it's all there for you to watch, hours worth of content, okay? Everyone's out mowing. You can hear in the background a lot of different 2-strokes, 4-strokes running. I'm going to be mowing today. We had a lot of rain, and I'm going to wrap this up really quick talking. I'm just going to do the mulching, and you can see that it's actually pretty tall, you know, up to my shins. I like it a little bit lower than that, you know, maybe a couple inches lower, but not too short, because then it turns brown. But I just wanted to touch base and let everybody know that I'm really happy. This is my second mower. I took the first one back. If you're new to the channel and watching, I had issues with it. It had a lot more motor vibration. The front wheels were really, they were tightened down, but they were wobbly. They weren't fitting correctly. And the rear wheels were having difficulty spinning backwards. So I took it back. I didn't feel that I needed to fix a brand new mower, and so I took it back, got a brand new one. This one is working better, I assure you. And so today I'm going to be mulching, and the grass is damp, and this 190cc motor is going to power through that with the twin blades. It is a superior cut in my opinion. I mean, I'm not a full-time mower reviewer, so I don't have 10 different mowers that I'm comparing it to, but the other 2 mowers that I have, which is a Toro Recycler Max and my old Lawn Boy, it cuts really, really well, and it doesn't leave lines, and it doesn't get collected underneath. It does a real good job of either bagging that or blowing it out the side chute, an actual side chute on this mower. So that's really helpful. I like that a bunch. And like I said, you can do the rear bag, or you can put the mulch plug in and mulch. So it's very, very simple to use. And we're going to mulch right now, and I'll touch base with you before I end the video. All right, does it start on the first pull? I haven't ran it in about 4 days. Usually it takes 2 pulls if you let it sit. If you start it up and then you're mowing and then you stop and you come back, it'll always start on 1 pull. 1 pull. All right, does a good job for what I need it to do. You can see, just a reminder, my yard is not a premium yard by any stretch of the truth. It is what I consider just vegetation. But I don't own the house. I'm taking care of the house long term, and you know, it's just going to get a basic mow. Keep it, you know, down to a visual good height of cut. So yeah, that's it. Now I got to cut this rooted, rocky part over here, and that I will leave for the lawn boy mower, my 12 or 13-year-old lawn boy mower, not the new mower. All right, one thing I want to discuss that people need to know. I have a Toro Max that I bought in 2024. For new viewers, if you're following along, this is old history. This is a mower that I bought probably a month and a half ago in 2025 when it was relatively new on the market. I just like mowers and sometimes buying different lawn equipment. Do I need 3 mowers? Well, my lawn boy is kind of, it's really old and it's rickety, and I needed something new, so that's why I bought my Toro Max Recycler 2024 model. But then this came out and I was like, man, I've got all this other Echo equipment and I've loved them and they've lasted me and the warranty's been great. I was like, I just need to buy this and try it out. I mean, it's, you know, we're spending money and that's fun sometimes. I just had my AC go out and I had to buy a stand-up portable AC unit. Really nice Toshiba AC unit, Bluetooth, all the good stuff. And that was $650. And, you know, I had to buy that in an emergency, you know, versus buying this for YouTube fun. But, okay, what I like about it and what I don't like about it. I love, and I've said this to many people that have responded to in posts asking questions, I love the 190cc Briggs & Stratton engine. It runs very well. It starts 1 or 2 pulls depending on how long it sits. It does not bog, it does not struggle, and I like the twin blade system, though it is more troublesome to sharpen and balance. So that's the motor and the blade. I like the washout port. You know, if I choose to use that more often, we'll see how that goes. You know, if it's really dirty and really wet underneath and I don't want to scoop it out with my hands, I'll likely use that washout port. It's very easy to do. It just unclips right here, and this is what screws onto your hose, and then you turn the mower on, turn your hose on, and then put that down and lower your deck down to its lowest setting and just let it sit for a couple of minutes, you know, 3, 4, 5 minutes, and then it'll just wash all the bottom out, and it just does it for you instead of getting your hands stained green. I like the side discharge, the actual true side discharge, rather than the side discharge out the back. By lifting up the rear door, and you can attach, like on my Toro, a big contraption, plastic contraption that routes it out the back and spits it off to the side. It's a little cumbersome. People have mentioned that, yes, but it works well because, and people probably don't notice, when you have the little side discharge chute on this side, it sticks out about that much. So you got to plan your mowing route, because when you get up to things close with the chute attached to the rear side, you're not cutting grass about that far away from it. So you got to turn around, come back to the other side, and then go down, and that just adds to the mowing. I mean, it's not that big a deal, and people say you nitpick too much. Well, you know, I'm just mentioning things that, you know, just add up, you know, and just are, you know, maybe important to me. It's not important to you, then so be it. But yeah, so the side discharge port, but that just really makes really fast cutting. You don't have to slow down if you're cutting real thick grass, because it's just blowing it out. That's what causes the motor on these mowers to bog down, is there's grass trapped inside, and the more moist and wet the grass is, the more clingy it is and the harder it is to get out. So that's the blade spinning in there like a blender, and when you put things in your blender, you hear it go, and then the RPM jumps back up once it you know, cuts it all up, minces it all up. So that's what's happening. You're constantly mowing and refreshing and putting new grass under there, so your blade is struggling to spin. But the more powerful motor, the quicker you can get the grass out, the less your motor is going to be bogging down and straining, and you can walk faster. I'm not a super big fan of the Echo self-propel system. I've read another review, JB. JB likes it that it goes straight down. I really like my Toro Max a lot better than this, how it moves forward and kind of slides down. Mine is flawless. My Toro Max personal pace system is adjusted, I guess, just perfectly, and it functions just super well, and it's super smooth, super light. This has some really stiff springs in it, and it takes a lot of effort to push down, and it's just not anywhere near like my Toro Max personal pace, but it works very, very similarly. One big gripe that I have is the wheels. The wheels, all the wheels, the diameter of the wheels, or the inside of the wheels is going to be plastic on pretty much every mower you're going to buy, unless you're buying a $2,000 commercial mower, then it's probably metal. These have bearings in them, but what quality are bearings? And you may not know, but I know because I race RC cars and helicopters and quadcopters, and bearings, you can buy cheap bearings and you can buy medium price bearings, you can buy very expensive bearings, and you can buy ultra expensive ceramic bearings. And the difference between a cheap bearing and a little bit nicer bearing is a big deal, and I'll show you that here by spinning both of my wheels from my Toro Max. Which has ultimately, what I would guess, because of the performance, visually seeing it has higher quality bearings. These are obviously not that high quality bearings, because even when it was brand new, you'd spin them and they just spin about five rotations and then they'd stop. I'll show you that and you'll find it may be interesting. But yeah, I think that adds up over, you pushing the mower and turning and lifting and moving and going around for 30 minutes makes a difference in the amount of energy you have to put into pushing the mower. It just, I think it's a really big deal, and maybe a lot of people say you overemphasize that, but to me that's very important, and it may be important to you. If it's not, so be it. But yeah, so that's everything. And the one big major gripe that I have about the wheels is the plastic tread. Plastic tread, I think, on any mower is a downgrade, is a major downgrade. I'm very disappointed in these wheels. I mean, they get traction on flat ground, but if you get on unlevel and you're mowing, not mowing up the hill, and you're not mowing down the hill, but you're going, I guess, lateral is what you would call it, this mower just slips. It's very hard. It does not like that. And then when you get on concrete, it's like on ice. If you have one of your wheels on your sidewalk and one on the grass, or one on the curb, and you're going down the curb to do the little ease on your yard, this thing will slip off, and like I said, it's basically on ice, and that's very, I don't like that at all. It's just really pitiful. My Toro Max has actual rubber tread on its plastic wheels with the higher quality bearings. It makes all the difference in the world. I can say that 100% out front, shout that out. The wheels and the bearings and the tread are so much better, everybody. That is a major downgrade, but you can replace the wheels. I don't know about replacing the back wheels, because there is proprietary covers on the back and proprietary internal workings that are driving those wheels in the back. And I'll show you this plastic cover right here. So yeah, I don't know if you're going to be replacing those back wheels with a Honda, or even the Honda has a lot of plastic tread, but the Toros tend to, I think, have a lot of rubber produced plastic wheels with rubber tread. I think that's everything that I would want to tell you. That mows great. I think it's a better mower in the regards of mulching than my Toro 163cc motor. This is a 190cc motor. I think it just is superior. If I had possibly this mower, this 190cc on my Toro Max or a Toro Super Recycler, I mean, that would be really, really great. From what my research and from what I remember, as I haven't done this recently, the Super Recycler and the Recycler Max have the 163cc. And I don't know, I'm not for sure it has 190cc last time I looked. Maybe they have an upgrade version that's probably closer to $900 to $1,000 and it has the 190cc engine on it, but most of them have the 163cc engine. If you're not a Toro fan, and you want to get something else and you can't get your hands on a Honda, then you got a perfectly good mower here, the Echo brand, or the Echo brand, sorry. And it's an option at $550, and it may be $500 soon at your dealers or at your big box store like Home Depot or Lowe's. As far as the backing up issues with this new mower, this is my second mower. It rolls back about 99% of the time. Every once in a while, this new mower, when I pull it back quickly, will have just a little bit of drag. It's not as easy to pull back. The wheels still spin, but you can tell there's a little resistance. And then I push it forward, and then it rolls back easier the second time. I just want it to work flawlessly, forward, backwards, no matter how I'm pulling or how I'm using it. But it is mostly 99% resolved from my first mower. That was terrible. And the vibration on the first mower was really, really bad. Other than that, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Love all y'all that are watching and comment. I answer everybody's comments. Well, I do like 99% of them. If you leave a bad comment, I might reply. But thanks again for viewing. Have a great day. Bye-bye.